Hey, welcome World Entertainment, and we have an update on Cliffhanger 2. That's right, we done this story quite a while ago. That it was confirmed that it was happening, or at least there was a suggestion that it was being worked on and was going to happen. Well, not just is it confirmed now that it is happening, it looks like it's filming either this month or next month. Yeah. So, there is an article here that we will look over. Now, I will warn you straight up, the synopsis and the idea for the plot, it's not like it's, oh my god, this is terrible, but it's something, or at least a part of it is something that we all will end up going, really? Is that the direction you want to go in? Which we'll get to. So, let's have a look at the article. So it says, the 1990s left a legacy of action films that leaned heavily on stunt work and practical effects. Something I wish they'd get back to be honest with you. The genre was defined by thrillers like Sylvester Stallone's Cliffhanger, which is now confirmed for a sequel more than 30 years later. Cliffhanger 2 is moving forward after receiving more than $5.5 million in funding from the Australian Film Commission. Per Screen Daily, the project received a boost of over $2 million in 2023 from FFF Bayern, a German production fund. The sequel starts filming in September or October, with Jean blah blah blah, whatever his name is, Assault on Precinct 13 guy, as director. Mark Benechuli, I think is how you call it, I have no idea, who did Hunters, is developing the screenplay. The film was confirmed as early as April of 2023, with Rick Roman Y of Snatch and Angel Has Fallen initially at the helm. Sylvester Stallone is reprising his role as Ranger Gabe Walker from the original 93 film. And per plot details, the sequel finds him pursuing the same passion. Get ready for the part where you kind of go, uh-oh. So, Cliffhanger's 2 official plot reveals that Gabe is now living in the Dolomites, where he runs an exclusive mountain lodge. When he and his high-profile client are taken hostage during an adventurous weekend trip, here's the part where we go, uh-oh. His daughter has to use all her climbing skills to outwit the kidnappers, triggering a battle of life and death. The update has not confirmed casting details, but the plot suggests Gabe's daughter is likely his child with Jessie, his girlfriend in the first film. Michael Rooker is also expected to return as Gabe's best friend Hal Tucker. The 93 original stood out as one of the decade's best action thrillers in terms of stunts and practical effects, setting high benchmarks for the sequel. Now, let's get to the whole, his daughter is going to be the one that takes the reins. It is something we've all seen and heard so many times. However, a movie like this, I think, is where that type of character can work. Why? Because it's not the case of she's going to have to use brute strength or anything like that. It's the case of you use the elements around you. You're literally hanging off a side of a mountain, you know. Think back to the original Cliffhanger, assuming you've seen it, which how have you not, when Gabe goes up to get the suitcase and he causes the avalanche on purpose. Actually, it immediately takes one of the guys out. And there's tons of parts like that. He constantly does things to get people out in the elements, and boom, you hit them that way. So that's where the likes of, the daughter has to outwit, because you hear it saying there, outwit the kidnappers. Not overpower them, not take them out one by one. She has to outwit them. So if you're in the elements, especially if it's like the snowy elements, it may not be, but I would assume it probably would be. If it's in that type of scenario, then it it's fine. As long as she's not walking up and just overpowering like these 6'5" brick shithouse of guys, and she ends up being like 5 foot nothing. That's where you go, oh, come on, guys. But my worry when you hear that is just how much of Stallone is actually going to be in this, and how much, is he going to be whooping ass as well? You'd hope so. You don't want it just to all be the daughter. But we'll have to wait and see. It is interesting that they're literally speculating other than Stallone who's going to be returning, and it's meant to possibly film this month or next month. It's going to be interesting. I would assume it would probably film next month because Tulsa King Season 2 comes out near the end of this month, and I don't think Stallone would be all that much available throughout this month in terms of promoting Tulsa King if he's going to be on a set. And like, let's face it, it probably won't be filmed in the US. It'll probably be filmed probably somewhere in Europe, maybe South America, don't know. But it is filming, or will be filming very shortly by the looks of it, so we'll have to wait and see what we get out of this movie. So with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So cheers, and I will catch you in the next one.